Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bulldog Basketball on Central Maine CATV. Mark Merrill with you here, and ready to get underway between the Lawrence boys and the Messalonskee boys. Bulldogs versus the Eagles. We have, for Messalonskee, Dawson Charles, Chase Warren, Tucker Charles, Matthew Parent, and Cole Wood to start. For Lawrence, Dylan Martin Hashi will start, along with Braden Ballard, Kobe Nato, Nick Robertson, Gavin Herron. The tip is up and we're underway. Ball controlled by the Eagles. Messalonskee in blue. Controlled there right off by Tucker Charles. Charles now dumping it off to Dawson Charles. Charles back to his brother. Now back over to Dawson. Now down on the left-hand side. Trying to get down low to Cole Wood. Cole Wood trying to spin on Braden Ballard. Trying to get it down low, does, and the scoop shot works for Chase Warren. And that will put Messalonskee up first. Now back with it is Kobe. Neto looking around, gets it over to Herron. Herron trying to drive baseline inside the key. Does a scoop shot, won't go, and rebound by the Eagles. Back the other way is Tucker Charles. Tucker Charles back over to Chase. Warren now back down over to Matthew Parent. Over the right-hand side. The drive inside the key does. An up fake is partially blocked, but now they're going to say it's a foul on Braden Ballard. And that'll be his first, of course. It's underway. 2-0 Eagles. So Cole Wood was the one that was fouled, and he'll be at the line. And the first is good. Today's game brought to you in part by Shelley's Used Cars and the Village Market. Second shot for Wood is also good. So now 4-0 Messalonskee as Lawrence getting a little bit of a press from the Eagles, and now they back off as Kobe Neto brings it up. Neto over on the right gets it to Martin Hashi. Martin Hashi to Robertson. Robertson up fakes and then doesn't. Martin Hashi with it. Dillon spinning in the key, now getting down low. Almost a shot, didn't. Robertson for three and will not go. Rebound Eagles. Back the other way with it is Chase Warren. Warren trying to drive, does not. Kind of trying to get in the side, and he does to Wood. Wood trying to spin move, can't. Controlled outside now by the Eagles. Tucker Charles with it, trying to drive. Long shot for three is good by Matthew Parrott. And he drains it. So Messalonskee up 7-0 now at the 6-minute mark here in the first. Down low to Guerin. Guerin, spin move, tries to scoop and won't go. Messalonskee really cleaning the boards here. Back the other way, and the jump shot, short one, is Dawson Charles. And Jason Pellerin says we're going to take a timeout. We're down 9-0. And with that timeout, we'll also be back in a moment. Bulldog basketball on Central Maine CATV, brought to you in part by Stanley's and Shelley's Used Cars. Mark Merrill with you here with Messalonskee versus Lawrence boys. Eagles up 9-0 in the early going. 5:40 to go here in the first. Neto with it now, trying to find some way to carve into that lead. Braden Ballard now with it on the left. Down finds now Neto low. Neto trying to spin, can't. Outside shot by Guerin is off the rim, no good. Fought for and controlled by Messalonskee. Eagles quickly back. Back on the left this time, and the shot is up and no good. Rebound Lawrence this time. Kobe Neto bring it up around the 5-minute mark here. And a spin, top of the key. Shot from the outside is good. And it's a two. So Kobe Neto gets Lawrence on the board, and now Messalonskee up by 7 with 4:57 to go here in the first. Back the other way, Messalonskee, and all alone underneath is Cole Wood. What happened there on the defense? 11-2 Messalonskee. Neto trying to drive, up fakes, gets it back out of Heron. Heron for a shot from way outside, no good. Rebound Eagles. Down to about the 4.5-minute mark. Messalonskee by 9. Taking their time. And almost a travel. Didn't quite. Now gets it over to Dawson Charles. Charles down low to Tucker Charles. Goes baseline. Comes back out the other side. Back top side. And a shot for three is off the rim, no good. And Bulldogs there instead. Now Robertson. Robertson trying to dribble. Trying to trade away from it. Lost the dribble. Got it back. On a spin move, finally gets Martin Hashi, and now back to Neto. 4 minutes to go, 11-2, Messalonskee. Robertson for three is off, no good, and it's off of an Eagle player. Wait a minute now. Let's see. It's going to be overruled, I guess. It's going to be off of a Lawrence player, so it'll go back to the Eagles. 3:50 to go, 11-2, Messalonskee. Lawrence with a press. And back the other way. Here come the Eagles. Warren with it. Warren now on the left-hand side, trying to drive in baseline. Tries the up fake and can't. And the shot on the way is no good off the rim. Rebound by the Eagles. A block by Nick Robertson, and what a great move there. Back the other way comes Lawrence. And now Jackson Dudley in on some subs there. Heron back to Neto. Neto for the long one. And it's no good. Rebound Eagles. 3 minutes to go. Shots just aren't falling for Lawrence, and they're shooting perimeter shots mostly. Eagles now with Chase Warren trying to get something going and gets it out to Dawson Charles. Charles back over to Chase Warren. Warren dribbling at the 2:53 mark. And they get it back. It's a shot for three. Is off the rim, no good by Dawson Charles. And back the other way comes Kobe Neto at the 2:44 mark. Score hasn't changed in a bit. 11-2, Messalonski. Jackson Dudley with it. Back inside, Gavin Heron for a long one, no good. Tracked down by the Eagles, specifically Dawson Charles. Here comes Messalonski taking their time. And now to the 2:23 mark. Messalonski feeding down low to Wood. Wood, spin move. Has to feed it down low, gets it, but he can't make the shot. Now we've got a foul on a push underneath, and it's going to go against the Eagles. Let's see which player that's going to be on. I believe it's going to be on Warren. That'll be his first. It's only the first foul for either team in the early going here. 2:12 to go here in the first. 11-2, Messalonski. Neto bringing it up at the 2-minute mark. Looking for some help, Jackson Dudley now. Dudley trying to find him down low, can't. And finally back to Neto on the right. Minute 56 to go. Fortin now in, and spin move by Robertson. And he gets it to go off the rim, but can't get it to go down. Back the other way comes Messalonski. Chase Warren with it. Warren at the minute 40 mark. Trying to spin move, can't, almost stolen. The shot from the outside perimeter is up, off, no good. Rebound Neto. Good try there by Dawson Charles. Back the other way comes Kobe. Under a minute and a half to go. Neto drives on four players, can't get it to go, and Messalonski with it. Matthew Parent specifically, and he dishes it off. This time back over to Dawson Charles. So check that, Chase Warren. Now Charles down low. The spin move on the left-hand side is good by Matthew Parent. That's his second bucket, and 5 points for him, and a 13-2 Messalonski lead at the 1 minute mark. Under a minute to go now. Neto with it. 13-2, Messalonski. Jackson Dudley. Morris trying to press their defense. Can't. Now Nick Robertson on the outside. Back out to Neto, top side. Down to 40 seconds. Neto trying to dribble around. Robertson gets away from his defender. Double teamed. Gets it back top of the key. Now gets it over to Fortin. Fortin looking. Trying to get it to Neto. He's well guarded. Now Neto gets it. 23 seconds to go. And the game is Pomerleau. Pomerleau finds Robertson. And Robertson has to come out top of the key. 16 seconds. Messalonski with good pressure underneath the basket. 12 seconds to go. Neto with it. Neto with 9 seconds. Neto with 5. Tries to drive inside. Finally finds Fortin all alone with 1 second left, and that's going to do it. So after one period here, Lawrence finally gets a bucket near the end of the period. And it's 13-4, Messalonski after one. Back with the second one in a moment. Second period about to get underway. Lawrence trailing Messalonski 13-4 as we start the second. Nick Pomerleau in now with Neto. And they're also bringing in Jake Patterson along with Dudley and Ballard. Ballard with a long shot to start things off. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eagles ball. Parent on the inbounds. Almost a steal, not quite. Back the other way, and Cole Wood staying out there. Ike trying to make the layup, and he couldn't make it. Wow. He was all alone under the basket, and he missed it. Now back the other way. Jackson Dudley for three, no good. Rebound is going to go to Dawson Charles. Charles now going to bring it up. Messalonsky with that 9-point lead, trying to add more. Top side now to Tucker Charles. Charles trying to drive against Dudley, and now is going to be called. They're going to call Dudley, and a goal to continuation, and a bucket is going to count. I don't know about that one, but. So call that one for Tucker Charles, his first, and Dudley with his first. And now for the old-fashioned three-point play. The shot is good. Didn't seem like much of a touch, but 16-4 now Messalonsky, and Jason Pellerin doesn't care for it either. He's going to take a timeout, and with that, we'll take a timeout and be back in a moment. Thank you. Bulldog basketball on Central Maine CATV. Mark Merrill with you here, and brought to you in part by Central Maine Disposal and Stanley's. Colby Netto bringing it up now. Lawrence down 16-4. A pretty good Messalonsky defense so far, but they've had a couple of calls go their way with the officials. Netto trying to drive baseline, finds all alone Jackson Dudley, and finally Dudley gets it going and gets it in. So now 16-6. Back the other way goes Messalonsky. Now top of the key is Tucker Charles. Charles trying to drive right side. Can't, cut off by Ballard. Top side it goes to Dawson Charles. Dawson back over to Cameron Goff. Goff now touches it off. And drive inside the key. Finds him all alone. What a block by Braden Ballard! What a block by Braden Ballard! Matthew Parent tried that one, but that wasn't going to go anywhere, except out of bounds. Tucker Charles will inbound for the Eagles. Dawson Charles with it now, trying to drive baseline, dribbles it off of his foot, thank you very much, and that's a turnover. Under 6.5 to go, just underway, second period, 16-6, Messalonsky. Netto now on the right-hand side to Patterson, trying to drive inside, and the floater by Martin Hashi gets his own rebound, can't get it to go, and Messalonsky with it now at the 6-minute mark. And a drive with it here is Tucker Charles. Tucker Charles to Wood. Wood with a long shot, off, no good, rebound, Colby Netto. Netto still with it. On the drive. Can't. Spin move. Gets it to Dudley. Dudley tries to go up with it, and he's fouled. There's finally a call there against the Messalonsky Eagles. And that will be the first one on Cameron Goff. Jackson Dudley at the line. Jackson Dudley. So he's got the first one. And the second is also good. So now Lawrence carving into that lead a little bit, 16-8 now. As our team's making some substitutions here. Now into the game is Colby Charette for the Eagles. Back now, Mesolonsky. As they bring it across. Down the right-hand side, trying to drive baseline, can't. Shot up for three is off, no good. Rebound is fought for and tracked down by the Eagles. They are very good on defense. Trying to drive, up fake, and the other way. A spin move, and up and in goes the bucket on Chase Warren. Chase Warren with his second bucket of the game, and it's 18-8. Back up to 10 again. Colby Netto back the other way at the 5-minute mark for Lawrence. Martin Hashey for three. Up off the glass and over the backboard it goes, so it'll go back to the Eagles. Very tight defensive game. Lawrence trying to carve into this lead. So far they have a little bit in this period. Under 5 minutes now. Coming up with it is Goff. Goff trying to drive. Can't. Gets it back over to Tucker Charles. Charles trying to drive on Robertson. Trying to feed it underneath. And then we've got an offensive foul called. That's going to be Tucker Charles. And that's going to go back to Lawrence. Underneath the basket. Colby Netto to bring it up at 4:44 to go here in the second period. Down by 10. Braden Ballard on the left. And down to Netto. Netto trying to drive. Can't. Pushing a little bit. Spin move. And it's off the side of the rim. No good. Actually, the side of the backboard. Touchdown pass almost, and it left the other way and almost went for Mesolonsky. Bulldogs almost caught sleeping, but guess what? Lawrence comes back with it and trying to get numbers down there, but Mesolonsky very quick back on defense. Martin Hashey trying to find Ballard down low. Can't. It's off his fingers and out of bounds. First, maybe the second turnover for the Bulldogs. 4:09 to go here in the second. Pressed by the Bulldogs. Eagles now, as Lawrence backs off a little bit. Chase Warren. And trying to drive, baseline, all by himself. And a scoop shot goes! Chase Warren makes it 20-8. On a double team. Colby Netto now, trying to get Lawrence to stay close with the Eagles before they fly away with it. Netto. Trying to get Ballard down low, can't. Martin Hashey with it now at the 3.5-minute mark. Down low to Netto, is pushed, no call, and in and out of the basket it goes. Netto thinks he should have been fouled too. No call. Back the other way, Chase Warren. Warren, long shot for three is no good. Rebound, Mesolonsky stripped, and the ball's loose underneath, and now let's see, boxing around, what do we got for a call? And looks like it's going to go against the Eagles. It's going to be the first on Tucker Charles. 3:13 to go here, and it's been getting physical a little bit here in the second period, but Lawrence down 12. They've got to do something here a little bit, carve into this lead again. 3:10 to go in the game, Let's check that. The second period, first half, I should say. Now back in is Heron. Along with Dudley checking back in. Colby Netto. Jackson Dudley now. Top of the key. Heron looking. Jump shot is good. Evan Heron makes it 20-10. Mesolonsky taking their sweet time to get across the timeline. But they finally do now and speed it up a little bit to Dawson Charles. Charles on the left. Now over to Wood. Cole Wood trying to do a spin move on Ballard. Can't. Stolen. Gavin Heron, and he's got it stolen back. This time by Tucker Charles. Charles over to Wood, and no, there was a step out of bounds. And that's going to be a timeout right there. And Jason Pellerin wants to talk about it. So with 2:23 to go and a 10-point Mesolonsky lead, we'll take one as well and be back in a moment. Bulldog basketball on Central Maine CATV. Mark Merrill with you here. The game brought to you in part by Central Maine Disposal and the Village Market. 20-10, Messalonskee. Lawrence will have the ball with 2:23 to go here in the second, trailing it by that amount. 4 team fouls for the Eagles, 2 for Lawrence. But the big thing here is Messalonskee's defense and rebounding. And Lawrence can't seem to get through and can't get any rebounds after their shots. Robertson trying to dribble inside, finally does, forces a shot, and they call him for an offensive foul. Wow. Well, refs see it one way, everybody else sees it another. 2 minutes to go now here in the second. Eagles, Dawson Charles with it. Dawson trying to get inside, can't. Homer on the outside. And now down low, he gets it to Chase. And he gets the ball up there, and Chase Warren couldn't make it go. Robertson with the rebound, and back they come with 1:40 to go. Down low to Guerin, or next to Fortin. Now back outside to Neto for 3. No good. Rebound, Wood. 1.5 to go. Back the other way comes Chase Warren. Warren, and look, back on the top, goes to Matthew Parent. Parent trying to drive, can't, guarded by Dudley. 1:18 to go. Back on the left, back inside, trying to go with it, is Parker Cole, can't. The shot from outside is good. Dawson Charles who gets the feed. And it's 22-10 now, Messalonskee with 1 minute to go here in the second. 58 seconds now. Out of 54. Dudley trying to drive. Gets some help now from Neto. Neto trying to get somebody. 47 seconds. Neto trying to drive. Gets it all alone. And a nice play on a dish to Logan Fortin. And he makes the easy layup. 22-12. Lawrence keeping that Messalonskee lead at 10. But Messalonskee taking their time and choosing their spots very well. 29 seconds to go, and now with it, Dawson Charles. Charles trying to drive, changes it over to Chase Warren, rather. Yep. 19 seconds to go. Working the clock. Trying to set a pick. That doesn't work. Nick Robertson guarding him. 10 seconds left. Dudley on him. Dudley trying to drive. Baseline. The shot is in and out for Warren. And the shot is still no good. Rebound Lawrence by Gavin Herron. But apparently a turnover for the Eagles, so they will give it to Lawrence with 0.8 seconds. And the heave, the length of the court, hits the back of the backboard, and that's the first half. So after one half here at Folsom Gym, the Lawrence Bulldogs trail the Messalonskee Eagles. Messalonskee 22, Lawrence 12. Back with the second half in a moment. Ready for second half action between Lawrence and Messalonskee. The Eagles lead it here, 22-12. And Messalonskee will start with possession, and they lose it out of bounds, it looks like, and they do. So, starting off with a turnover may be a good omen for the Bulldogs. I don't know. We'll find out. Bulldog basketball on Central Maine CATV with Mark Merrill here. Brought to you in part by Stanley's and Shelley's Used Cars. Kobe Neto finds Dylan Martin Hashey all alone underneath. That's a quick one. And Lawrence gets a couple back. It's 22-14. And we got a little bit of a delay here. I don't know what that was as far as the Eagles are concerned, but now the Eagles will get it in bounds. Big press by the Bulldogs, but Messalonskee breaks it real fast, and down to try and make an easy layup is Wood, and he does count the basket, and he was fouled. Oh my goodness. Messalonskee, cool, calm, and collected on that one. Cole is just camped out, ready for an easy pass. Makes the layup, and now here it is for three, and he can't make it. And ball's tracked down, and Messalonskee keeps it. In the corner, they finally keep it. 24-14. On the foul there is Ballard. That's his second. Shot is good. So now it's 26-14, Messalonskee. Back the other way, Martin Hashey trying to find a person down low. Does to Guerin. He loses the control of it, and another turnover. That's only the fourth, though, for Lawrence. Back the other way is Messalonskee, up 12. Just underway, third period. Cole Wood trying to drive, spin move against Ballard, and he does again. Cole Wood having his way underneath. And that's 8 points now for Cole Wood, making it 28-14 as Messalonskee's pouring it on. Nick Robertson back the other way, Lawrence with it. Martin Hashey trying to drive down low. It was off a Messalonskee player. It'll be back to the Bulldogs. Lawrence trying to carve back into this game. Neto gets it down low to Martin Hashey, and a nice layup. Martin Hashey with his second. That's 4 for this period. He's got the scoring for Lawrence. Messalonskee the other way now, up 12. Back the other way comes Tucker Charles. Charles now dishing it off to Matthew Parent. The jump shot is off, no good. Rebound Wood. Wood tied up, and we're going to be called for a foul. Oh, goodness sakes. Looked to me like the Lawrence player, looked like it was Ballard. If it's Ballard, that's his third, and it is. Looked like he was just reaching in, trying to tie it up for a jump ball, but it didn't happen. Tucker Charles will inbounds. It's about at the 6-minute mark. Back to Warren. Warren trying to down low, all alone on the left-hand side for a jump shot. There's Tucker Charles. He missed everything. Wild shot. Neto down with it. Guerin now the other way. Guerin trying to drive. Baseline stuff. And he was fouled this time by Cole Wood. And that's going to be his first. Gee, if you miss that as a foul, you're not paying attention. Herron will be at the line. And the first one's good. Second one is also good. And Pete McLaughlin giving some instructions to the Eagles. Back the other way they come. Matthew Parent with it, trying to bring it up. Does. Gets it across timeline. Now over to Tucker Charles. Charles trying to drive down low. It's picked off. So that's about 6 turnovers now for the Eagles. Back the other way comes Guerin. Guerin trying to set it up and does give it to Neto. Now to Robertson on the left. 5.5 to go. Just under 5.5. 28-18, Messalonskee. Neto trying to drive and try to get it off the side of the backboard. Got it back, but couldn't make it go. Now back the other way quickly is Warren. Warren Dishes it off on the left-hand side for Tucker Charles, and Charles hits a three. Ouch. 31-18, Messalonskee, Neto, and Jason Pellerin wants to talk about it. So timeout on the floor, and we'll take one as well. Back in a moment. Bulldog basketball on Central Maine CATV here. Mark Merrill with you. Game brought to you in part by Stanley's and Shelley's Used Cars. 4:57 to go here in the third. Messalonskee up 31-18. Been in control. Lawrence tried to carve into it a little bit, but got some help there from a couple of players. Robertson tries to drive and gets a bank shot to go. So Robertson, that's actually his first of the game. Makes it 31-20. 4.5 minute mark now as the Eagles bring it up here with Tucker Charles. Charles, open baseline, and nobody there. And backing to get the rebound was Chase Warren, and looks like he was hacked. And by Neto. That's his first, will be Kobe's, and at the line is Warren. He's got 8, trying to make it 9, and he missed the first shot. Now Jackson Dudley into the game for Lawrence as Dylan Martin-Hashey takes a seat. Second shot is good. So Chase Warren makes it 32-20 with Lawrence bringing it up now, just under 4.5 to go here in the third. Game moving along. Not the way Lawrence, I'm sure, would like it. I'd like to have some of those baskets to go, but back the other way. Now Robertson with it. Robertson trying to drive on Dawson Charles. Now to Dudley. Dudley trying to get inside. Can't. Trying to get it to Neto. Now right side to Heron. Dudley trying to drive. Left side. Blocked. Horton's shot blocked, but it was off a Messalonskee player. Out of bounds off Charles, I believe. Dawson Charles, so 3:58 to go here in the period. Some subs. Back into the game now is Cameron Goff as Dawson Charles checks out. Neto trying to get it in. Gets it, loses it, and ball bounced around, but finally brought up there by Warren. 3:50 to go, 32-20. Messalonskee. Going to drive. Floater. Won't go. Off of Cole Wood. Cole Wood saves it to Goff. Goff gets it outside again, and Messalonskee will start all over again. Down to 3.5 minutes to go. Over to Warren. Warren on the outside to Goff. Goff with 3 is no good. Rebound by Guerin. Guerin going to give it to Neto. Neto just under 3.5 minutes to go, trying to see if they can get something going here. Kobe Neto. Holding, looking. Guerin thought about the 3, didn't take it. Back outside to Neto. Neto trying to drive. Stripped away and stolen. Oh, goodness sakes. Wasn't paying attention to the dribble, and Chase Warren took it away from him. 3:05 to go here in the third. 32-20, as we said. Back with it now is Goff. Goff trying to get it into Wood. He does. Spin move. That worked, and Dudley picked his puck. Jackson Dudley can't make the layup, and it's out of bounds. Let's see. It's going to be off Lawrence. I don't know why, but they're saying it was off the Bulldogs. Inbounds is Goff to Parker Cole. Back the other way goes Cole. Cole trying to drive on Neto, trying to beat him, and now we got a timeout by Coach Pete McLaughlin. I don't know what that's all about. But with that, we'll also take a timeout. 2:42 to go here in the third. Messalonskee up 32-20. Back in a moment. 2:42 to go here in the third period. Mark Merrill here on Central Maine CATV with Bulldog Basketball, brought to you in part by the Village Market and Shelley's Used Cars. Messalonskee inbounds, but they lost it. 8 turnovers now for Messalonskee, but you wouldn't know it by the score. 2:40 to go here in the third. Jackson Dudley trying to dribble away. Finally gets it from his defender. Martin Hashey back into the game. And an up fake there by Adam Dupre. Dupre into the game also. Lawrence changing up the lineup here and see if they can get something going. 2:20 to go here in the third, down by 12. Long shot is off, no good. Rebound, Cole Wood. A try there by Adam Dupre. Back the other way comes Chase Warren. Warren finds, all alone in there was Parker Cole, but he couldn't even make the shot. Nothing at all. Back the other way is Lawrence. Dupre, or actually I should say Robertson, check that. Martin Hashey now with it. With Dudley. Dudley. And Dupre will find a place to go with it. Can't. Now outside to Robertson for 3, and it's off. No good. Rebound, Messalonskee. A minute 26 to go here in the third. Taking it up slow is Warren. Warren driving left side. Finds Goff. Goff trying to get it to Wood down low. Wood can't. Once again back to Goff. Minute 13 to go. Almost took the 3. Run outside. Ball bounced around. Cole comes with it, away with it. Shot for 3 on the left-hand side is off. No good. Rebound Cole, and he lost it out of bounds. Nine turnovers for the Eagles. Only Lawrence has 6. 59 seconds to go. 12-point lead for Messalonskee. Both teams jockeying for position in the heel points as they face each other in this game. 54 seconds to go. Now Nick Permelo in the game for Lawrence as he checks in. Kobe Nato with it. 48 seconds. Trying to find someone. Does. Martin Hashey. Trying to go up with it. Does. And very strong. Martin Hashey. Dylan Martin Hashey with a good shot. That's his 6th point of the quarter. And it's 32-22. Lawrence for the press with 34 seconds to go. With it is Warren. Warren's bringing it up now into 30 seconds. Back the other way. Going to drive left. Can't. 23 seconds. Charles. Dawson Charles almost lost it. Gets it back on the outside to Warren. Warren back to Charles. Charles will hand it off and does so to Matthew Parent. Parent, 10 seconds. Now down to 6. Trying to drive on Jackson Dudley. Up fake. The shot is off and no good. Tipped up again and no good, and that'll be the third period. So after 3 here at Wilson Gym, it's Messalonskee 32, Lawrence 22. Back with the final period in a moment. Fourth period about to start here. Messalonskee and Lawrence. Eagles up 32-22. It's been all Messalonskee as far as defense is concerned. They've had a lot of turnovers, 9 to Lawrence's 6, but they've pretty much well defended at the baseline and kept Lawrence at bay on the boards as well. A lot of rebounds. Back the other way as we start in. As Gavin Herron's now going to go to the line because he got fouled on a drive to the basket. So the foul, start things off, is going to be number 2 on Cole Wood, the big man. So Herron will have a couple. And he's got the first one as it rolls in. Second, also good. So Gavin Herron gets it down to 32-24. Messalonski with a little bit of a press to break, but they now get it across the midcourt. Now on the left, actually on the right, Dawson Charles. Charles trying to drive right to Kobe Neto and can't. Dudley on him now. And gets it over to the player, which is Wood. Cole Wood with it. Now, jump shot on the outside is good. By Chase Warren. And it's 34-24, back to a 10-point Messalonski lead. Neto. Now to Ballard, who's back in. Ballard trying to go inside, can't. Trying to find somebody free, trying to get it to Hatchie, and instead gets it to Dudley. Top of the key now. Dudley on the right to Guerin. Guerin at the 7-minute mark. Dylan Martin-Hashey. Down low, finds Guerin all alone, can't get it to go, and Messalonski again wiping those boards. Back the other way is Matthew Parent. Parent, now Chase Warren says to me, he's setting it up. Back the other way is Tucker Charles. Charles with the long shot, no good. Rebound, Kobe Neto. Kobe Neto trying to streaking Dylan Martin-Hashey, but he lost it out of bounds. It was too far. Substitutions now. Nick Robertson back in for Lawrence, for Herron. Solonsky on the inbounds to Tucker Charles. Charles, led by Robertson. Robertson double teamed, tied up. Ball is tied up. What do we got? Possession to Messalonski. Good hustle though by Dudley and Robertson. Matthew Parent now will give the inbounds. And gets it to Tucker Charles. Jackson Dudley trying to drive on him, keep with him. Left-hand side, shot for 3 is off, no good. Rebound by Dylan Martin-Hashey. Back to go the other way, thinks he can go the other way. The scoop shot is no good by Martin-Hashey, and it comes down with 3 Messalonski players waiting for it. Almost a reach in there by Martin-Hashey, couldn't get it. That's a good ball controlled by Dawson Charles. Charles now gets it off. Back to Warren and then to Charles, and now a timeout taken here by Pete McLaughlin. So with 5:53 to go here in the game, and Messalonski up by 10, 34-24. We'll be back in a moment. Bulldog basketball on Central Maine CATV. Mark Merrill with you here. Lawrence and Messalonski. The Eagles are up 34-24 with 5:53 to go in the game. Game brought to you by the Village Market, Stanley's, Central Maine Disposal, and Shelley's Used Cars. Messalonski with it now. The 5:50 mark. Lawrence has got the lead down to 9 at a couple of particular times, but nothing less at this point. Messalonski driving the other way now, and spin move, and up, and a shot goes in. Nothing but net for Dawson Charles. And it's now a 12-point Messalonski lead with 5.5 to go. Nick Robertson trying to get something going, as is Braden Ballard. Dudley finds Robertson all alone underneath, and the up fake works, and he makes the shot. He's going to go to the line. Nice move by Nick Robertson. And that's going to be 2 fouls now on Dawson Charles. Only 3 team fouls apiece. And the next one is no good. Rebound, fought for. Falling down on it is Ballard, but it comes away to Messalonsky. Second shot was no good, but a good try there by Robertson. Back the other way come the Eagles on the left. Dawson Charles. Charles trying to drive. Can't. 4:59 to go. On a shot inside to Cole Wood, and Cole Wood is blocked, but then he gets it back and he makes an easy layup. They can't do anything about Wood. They've stripped him a couple of times, but barely. 38-26 now, Messalonsky, as Robertson tries to drive. Cross middle of the court to Ballard. Ballard gets it back to Robertson. Robertson trying to go up with it. Can't. It's loose. And now finally we're going to get a call. Boy, that was kind of late. What a late call that was, but finally a foul call on Wood. If that's Wood, that's his third. Side out Lawrence. Neto. Trying to find someone before the 5 seconds is up. He finally gets Martin Hashi. Dylan Martin Hashi trying to drive. Spin move, can't go. Rebound, Cole Wood, of course. Streaking down the other side, unguarded is number 3, Dawson Charles. Oh, my goodness. Who wasn't guarding him? 40-26, Messalonsky. Neto with 4:12 to go. Gets it to Dudley. Dudley on the right to Hashi. Martin Hashi trying to go inside floater. Can't go. Rebound, Messalonsky. It's like they're everywhere. Chase Warren trying to spot Kobe Neto. It's almost like a threat. Tucker Charles with the ball now. Jackson Dudley on him with 3:50 to go. Spin move by Tucker Charles. Charles trying to drive. Can't. 3:44 to go. Dawson Charles the other way. Now gets it over to Warren. Warren goes above his head. Now dribbles. And drive inside to Cole Wood. Ball was stripped from him. No call. And now I think we have a call. Let's see. And if it is on Wood, that's going to be his 4th. It is. No penalty for shots in this game. 5 team fouls on Messalonsky, 3 on Lawrence. But the big man has 4 personals. So he's out. Neto driving all the way and makes an easy layup. Kobe Neto. And Jason Pellerin will take a timeout, and we will as well. 3:23 to go here in the 4th. Messalonsky up 40-28. Back in a moment. Back with you here on Central Maine CATV with Bulldog Basketball. It's been all Messalonsky, defense, rebounding, and keeping Lawrence at 28 points. They have 40. Messalonsky will inbounds. Chase Warren, the leading scorer here. 9. 8 for Dawson Charles. As they're trying to get it across the timeline here, finally they do. Dawson Charles with it now. For Lawrence, as Messalonsky throws it away. That's 10. 6 for Dylan Martin Hashi. Only 2 for Kobe Neto. 4 for Robertson. And Gavin Herron leading the way with 6. Kobe Neto with a long 3 shot is in and out. Rebound, Ballard gets it. And it's saved, though, by Messalonsky. Steal by Ballard. No, not quite. Back the other way comes Messalonsky very fast. Down the left-hand side, now top of the key. Down low underneath, and all alone is, oh my goodness, was Parker Cole. He couldn't make the layup. And my goodness, Kobe Neto comes back the other way with 2.5 to go. He's stripped, but it's going to go back to the Bulldogs. A lot of missed calls here throughout the game. Lawrence on the inbounds to Pomerleau. Pomerleau trying to drive, gets it to Neto. Neto on the right, trying to drive. Spin move, no good. Rebound by Parker Cole. Cole, now let's see, what do we got? Stays with Mesalonsky. Oh, okay. And they were going to bring it up with Matthew Parent. Parent is pressed by Lawrence. 2:18 to go. Back the other way, coming Charles. Dawson Charles. Charles with it now, trying to wait for some help. Double, almost triple team by Lawrence. Spin, gets a shot off, believe it or not. Ballard gets it on the rebound, and Lawrence with it with 2 minutes to go, down 40-28. Lawrence, Gavin Herron for three. No good. Rebound, no good. And it's taken by Chase Warren. Warren with it. Trying to drive past Guerin. Gets it across the timeline. It's lost. Another turnover. Don't really matter at this point. There's under 41 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 12-point lead for the Eagles. Gavin Herron holding it on the right. 1.5 to go. Trying to find help. Gets Ballard. Ballard on the long shot for three is good. A ray of light there by Braden Ballard for three. And a timeout. With 1:26 to go, we'll keep it here. Lawrence down 9 now with that shot by Ballard. Other scoring here, Jackson Dudley with 4, also Logan Fortin with 4. And that's Ballard's first bucket of the game. Of course, he was in foul trouble early. He's got 3 personals. He's the only Lawrence player with more than 2. 6 for Herron, 4 for Nick Robertson, and 2 only, well, check that, 4 for Kobe Neto. He had an early basket in the first. It's been all rebounds and defense by Mesalonsky. And a couple of calls gone one way or the other could have made this game a little closer. But the turnovers really haven't hurt the Mesalonsky Eagles, even though they were committed mostly in the first half. In the first half, Mesalonsky had 7, and Lawrence only had 3 turnovers. And now Lawrence down 9 with 1:26. We'll see what will happen. Still got the time to play. This is the closest Lawrence has been throughout the game. They got it down to 9 earlier in the third and in the second quarter. And Mesalonsky does on the inbounds now as Warren gets it to Dawson Charles. A heavy press now by Lawrence. They get it to midcourt and now over on the Lawrence side to Ballard. Ballard trying to guard him. 1:16 to go. Mesalonsky with it. Drive on the spin move and up and in it goes for Colby Charette. 42-31, and it's coming down under a minute. Kobe Neto with the spin and the scoop goes. 42-33 with 55 seconds to go. Pressed by Lawrence. Heavy press by Martin Hashi. By Neto. Trying to keep him from going across the timeline in 10 seconds, but they can't prevent it. Now back the other way. Dudley tries to steal it, but he's called for the foul instead on Tucker Charles. That's Dudley. It'll be his second. And inbounds comes to Dawson Charles. Charles, 42 seconds, loses the ball control. Dudley tries to get it. And let's see. Foul. Looks like. And the call is just now being made. That's number 3 on Dawson Charles, the ball handler. Lawrence down 9. 39 seconds left. Kobe Neto trying to drive. And takes the long shot. It's no good off the rim. Ball loose. Taken there by Goff. Goff in a traffic jam. Gets loose. And Cole is still in the game. Cole Wood misses the layup with 21 seconds left. It's off a Mesalonsky player, I believe. Let's see. with 19 seconds left. And it is off of a Lawrence player instead. Parent. I get it inbounds, does. 17 seconds left. Trying to get it to Warren. Warren trying to do it to Cole. Cole can't get down low. 10 seconds left. Down to Goff. Goff's going to dribble it. 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a little bit of pushing and shoving. And no love lost between these two teams, folks. But that's the end of the ball game as the Messalunski Eagles come in and beat Lawrence 42-33. Thank you for joining us, and join us again for Bulldog Basketball on Central Maine CATV.